Hello and welcome back to my channel, Brahmaloka Tarot, for another pick a card reading. This pick a card reading is interesting. It's a love reading. It's about who you are attracting into your life right now. So if you're interested in a love tarot reading, then this is where you should be. I've prepared 4 different piles with oracle cards. Actually, the piles are off to the side because I wanted to take a picture of this and to keep these nice and flat. But I have 4 different piles with oracle cards, and each pile has a different tarot deck that will be used. So let me introduce your piles to you now by showing your significator cards and your crystals selected for your reading. Pile number 1, you have this card with abundance. I absolutely love this card. I love it. And this is with the crystal RHODONITE. RHODONITE. It's a double pointed crystal, as you can see, and it's pink and black. Okay, so pile number 2, you have this card with blessings. I also love this card. And that's with this ruby and zoisite, the most amazing ruby in the rough. Yeah, so ruby in the rough, pile number 2. Pile number 3, you have this card with love. And that is with this double pointed crystal, it's LEPIDOLITE. And pile number 4 has this card with adventures. I absolutely love every single significator card today. And that's with this LAPIS LAZULI stone crystal. It's like one of those worry crystals. You can just like rub on it like that. It feels so good. Nice and calming. So this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, this is pile number 3, and this is pile number 4. Yes, I have 4 piles today. It was just something that came through that wanted to, there were 4 piles that wanted to show up for this love tarot reading. So take your time, pause the video if you need to, and then scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment in the comment section, and there you'll find the timestamp for your reading. And I'll see you in your separate readings. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome to your love reading. It's so nice to have you here today. If you chose this pile, then this is your significator card, the abundance card. Look at how beautiful this card is, all the colors. I have a picture like this card, actually, a picture that I took in the back country of Colorado in the United States here, and it looked like that in the middle of summer. So yeah, lots of abundance. It just reminds me of that picture that I have. It looks almost exactly like this, maybe a couple of differences here and there, but look how beautiful. It's a beautiful card. I love it. And then here's your double pointed crystal. This is rhodonite. So it's pink and it has like those black and gold streaks. Actually, when I see it a little bit closer, there is a little bit of that gold. Can you see that? I'm putting that off to the side. So what we'll do today, we have our cards that were chosen from these oracle decks, and then we have your tarot deck here. We'll take a couple of cards from the tarot deck to start us off, and I have channel messages for each and every pile. So I'll start with the channel messages, then pick from the tarot deck, and then head into the oracle cards. Okay, let's start. Pile number 1. Who are you attracting into your life? It says creature comforts here. So this is mainly like on the person or energies that you're attracting into your life right now. This is likely going to be more resonant with those of you who are single or who are looking for love. Okay. Creature comforts. Busy businessman or woman building a legacy in the form of a business or high-paying job. Major concerns. So their major concerns are about money, having enough, needing to feel secure to enjoy family life. And deep down, this person really wants love and affection. This person puts their energy into making and having money via work. So they're kind of like a little bit of a workaholic. Oh, that's what it says right here. Considered a workaholic. Sometimes they push really hard, then they crash, and then they burn because they're not always balanced or grounded. If this person is a man or masculine, this person is likely at tall stature, handsome, has a bit of a beard, but keeps it in check to keep up appearances for work. Their role is that of a leader in their field. They're good with critical thinking and intellect. This is the same for women. So if this person that you're attracting is a woman, then she comes off as a leader in her field of study. She's confident, attractive. And I also see glasses on her, and she's well-groomed. She has well-groomed hair. When this person speaks, they draw attention. Their words travel. They likely have to travel for work at times. So they're trying to balance work and relationships. And balancing work and relationships are or have been difficult for them, but now they want to settle down. They want a family with a stable income, a nice home, benefits, and healthcare. Stability is really important for them, this person that you're attracting. And maybe that's also because you might even see them as a mirror of yourself. And it looks like they are highly analytical, they're highly logical, and they're looking for someone to balance them out and love them for who they are. If you enter into a relationship with this person, things will be very good, but both of you are going to have to work on the relationship. I see two halves coming together as a whole. Oh, that's what I was just visualizing again. That's so interesting. A colorful, magical, loving, and adventurous life awaits if the two of you choose. This person likes, okay, this is interesting. This person likes card games, late evenings with friends, and or close relations. They're very sensitive. They're a very sensitive soul that attracts animals. They like to sing or have a gift in the musical arts, though their intellect sometimes gets in the way of their intuition. And they can feel frustrated about that. It can feel frustrating for them. They like, this is so funny. I forgot that this happened. So the reason why I'm laughing through this is just because yesterday or last night when I was feeling really connected to Source was when I was doing this channeling. So when I'm rereading it through for the first time with you guys, it's like, oh yeah, right. So it says, they like the way you smell. And I put a question mark and LOL. They like how loving and creative you are, how much more spontaneous you are in some ways than they are. They won't be embarrassed to bring you home to the parents or to show you off to their close contacts, friends, and business partners. They're clean, but not organized. So that's something, you know, where, yeah, they like things in a certain way. It seems like they're kind of particular, what it's coming through as, very logical, analytical, particular tendencies, but they're just not very good at organizing. So yeah, it says they're clean but not organized, and you both will blossom so beautifully together. So yeah, that's really nice. And that's kind of like what you get through this whole thing, blossoming so well together, creating a full ecosystem, a habitat where both of you guys love each other and build each other up. So that's kind of the energy that you're attracting right now, at least through the channeled messages from what it came through as. So let's take a look at your cards here. Okay. Who is it that you are attracting? Woo, the Hermit. You got the Hermit. Okay. The Lovers card and the Hanged Woman. Interesting. They are very introspective. So it seems like they have a side to them where it's they're quiet, they're introverted, they're very introverted. They like their space, but they like being with the ones that they love. They're wanting to have a little bit more time to connect on a level of love with you. Yeah, they just seem to be, there's just so much like logical in this, and they have kind of a little bit of a hard time getting out of their own box. So with this whole like hermit, they might actually be a little bit of an introvert or hermit, especially with being such a workaholic. That's like their life. And they feel like they're kind of hung up on that a little bit. They're trying to find some balance. But they're choosing to move forward and shift their perspective to be able to connect more with others and to do a little bit more soul searching in the realms of love. So this is probably someone who you either know through work, or yeah, it seems like either you know them through work, or or they've just come out of the blue spontaneously. I'm seeing even like through a retreat or through going to a class maybe. I'm seeing a neighborhood. Yeah. Well, let's take a look at these other things here. So yeah, and this is interesting because the Hermit, the Lovers, and the Hanged Woman, it's like a major transformation for both of you. If you're seeing this all happening, it's like they're finally, you both are kind of connecting on this level of love, on this choice of love at this point. So you're vibrating at a higher level and connecting soul to soul. It feels like maybe this is a spirit or a person who has known you in past lifetimes. Yeah, let's just see what else goes here. Okay, once upon a time there was a field of white flowers. Be humble and show humility. Field of white flowers. There's lots of flowers, lots of love. Flowers are the symbol of affection. We have some tea leaves here. Scissors, disappointment in some affair. I feel like that's something of theirs. And dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Dolphin, fun, playtime. I hope that you guys can see this and it's not too dark. It just seems like my phone, my camera just got a little dark. Oh, talking about dark woman interferes. Spiritual connections and heritage, and then you are seeking companionship and intimacy. Maybe that's what the Hermit is all about too, is like this really wanting to go deep with someone, and they kind of have this part of themselves that kind of fear. It's not like fear of connection, but fear that they're not going to find a connection, or you even feel that way. And this is just a dark side of both of you guys. Like, you're definitely channeling each other's energies at a higher level. You are attracting one another, and it seems like it's not going to take much longer. But there's got to be maybe a cut cord, something that gets cut through this process. The inner fears have to get cut, and you have to be humble enough to see your fears face to face, and they have to be humble enough to really show up to to look at all parts of themselves. And yes, they're pretty analytical. I think you're pretty smart too. So yeah, it's so interesting. There's just like something about, they just feel like very deep individuals, very highly sensitive individuals, and they just they almost have like this fear of missing out on this time in their life where they want to settle down with someone who is just as beautiful, you know, which you are, and they're really wishing for something to happen with both of you. If this turns into a relationship, I wonder how you guys are going to like meet up. Tech wizard, look at this. Tech wizard, this makes a lot of sense with what was being channeled through the messages. Like they are brainiacs. Their minds can't slow down, which is also probably the reason why they move towards like a positioning on introversion and meditation. I do see computers, coding and engineers, whether masculine or feminine. These are very highly gifted intellectual people in the world. They're high functioning, and they like, I just keep on seeing like coins dropping from the sky, so they like money. Finding balance, find balance, the number 2. I think this is the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, the 2 of Pentacles. So that makes a lot of sense. They're trying to find some balance. You're trying to find balance. Maybe, you know, you are, yeah, and this Hanged Woman is like balanced, poised. There's balance right here. There's 2, and the 2 of Pentacles. The 2s are coming out. 222. What does 222 mean? In an angel number. Angel number 222. Harmony, balance, trust from the universe. Everything's working out as it should. Encourages faith in the process. It indicates the need for more self-reflection and focus on the duality of situations. New beginnings. Love and relationships, it encourages open communication, understanding, and compromise. For singles, it suggests a new love is coming or that a soulmate is near. That's, yeah, you guys are actually like quite the pair. Your soulmates, it seems like. The King, control, reversal of fortune. So the King, when this comes out, there's like definitely a need for stability. The King is very stable, is wealthy, is pretty significant because he may come off as a little like abrasive or harsh in the decisions that he has to make, yet he can be a little bit controlling and wants things to fit in a certain box, like this with the Hermit. Yet he's very fortunate. He's got a lot of money. He's built up a army of, or a group of people who are loyal to him. So this person is definitely a leader. A leader in the community, a leader in business, a leader in finance, a leader in their personal pack, so to speak. San Pedro cactus with the number 36. And look at the stars. I remember I had a San Pedro cactus growing in my backyard when I was living in Arizona. And it was really cool. It grew pretty fast. It was an easy cactus to grow, and it was fun to watch. These are very resourceful. So maybe he's a very resourceful person, or she's a very resourceful person. This person who you're attracting, they save up a lot. They don't really spend too much. Kind of like they're people who save for a rainy day. Does that make sense? I hope so. Yeah, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. I think they have really good karma, at least in the financial department. So that's really good, because I feel like, you know, they want to have a stable financial future. And part of that future also is with you, because they feel like you are a grand choice. Like it's as if you both complete one another. Not that you're in any way incomplete. Golden poppy with dream, something at nighttime. So golden poppy, poppies I think are really connected to the dream world. So this person is like the man or woman that you've dreamt about. They've dreamt about you. I wonder if you've had dreams of this person and they come to you in your dreams. I don't feel like this is someone necessarily that you know yet. It might be someone who you meet up with through the computer. Okay, through apps. Yeah. And you start dating in that way. It makes more logical sense for for this person to seek you out through system apps, on their phone, their computer, seeking you out, because that's kind of like they don't have time for small talk. They want to get in it, like go deep pretty quickly, and they want to like weed out the ones that don't make sense. For some reason, the two of you connect. Likely, you'll connect in that way, and hopefully it doesn't feel transactional in that sense. But almost it's like I see a resume in my mind's eye, and I see like both of you guys kind of checking off the checklist on the resume, and everything checks off. Yeah. Something about your dreams too. Maybe, yeah, there's... Nighttime is important. Darkness. Yeah, the nighttime, the night sky. Connecting under the stars. Dream time. Ooh, around winter. So we've got a timing card here for you guys. Around winter time. So whenever that is for you guys, when you come to this reading, you'll likely be connecting with this person around winter. And ooh, look at this. And this says twin flames, shared feelings, mirrored emotions, your other half, reflection of soul. If you believe in twin flames, that's great. If not, then this is just kind of showing that you guys are highly compatible. Highly compatible, that you kind of like help one another out. You help each other level up in life. It's not like there's one person in charge. The two of you seem to like work something out really well in your life together when this happens. Something to say. There's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. Interesting. What else do we have here? Focused on money. Yeah, I was feeling that. I'm currently focused on my career and finances. My main priority is financial stability. See, that's why there's the abundance card here too in the beginning. And the whole financial gain, the dolphin right here. Yeah, they might be in the tech industry or something like that. Focused on money. They definitely like want to be financially secure before they do, you know, before they have a family. And that might put off, like if you're wanting to start a family right away, it might actually put off having a family until you guys, the two of you, feel, at least for that person to feel financially secure, so that you guys can set apart a fund for your children or for your adopted children, for your pet children, whatever it is, or for like the things that you guys want to do later in life. It feels like both of you are very interested in higher education and learning, and it doesn't mean that you would have to put a fund aside for higher education and learning, because you can learn a lot through YouTube and through other, you know, systems and practices, and even like just mentorships now, apprenticeships. So there's other ways to do it, but I just feel like the two of you are going to challenge one another to continue to learn. You're both highly intellectual, and one of you might come off as a little bit more like nerdy. I hear nerdy than the other, but you both balance one another out. So whatever one person is deficient in, and maybe that's the whole twin flame thing, whatever one person is deficient in, then the other person kind of picks up the slack, so to speak. Okay, and then we've got the nightingale. Something to say. There's something that they want to say. Is it a song coming through as a song? Nightingale, Florence Nightingale coming out as well, and that is nursing. That's the helping professions as well. So is there something that you do that's like in medicine? I don't know why that's coming through right now, but also both of you guys might be really connected through communication, language. Be aware that there's something around winter time. Someone is going to say something to you. They might contact you through a DM, through social media, through a dating app. Yeah, something like that. Interesting. With the nightingale. Different languages? They might be multilingual. They might know more than just one language. That's also coming through. They seem to be such sweethearts. They're creative, beautiful souls. And they really like their money though, which isn't a bad thing. It just, sometimes you just need to find the perfect balance in between that, because if it's all work and no play, then what's the use of that if neither of you can actually spend time together? So there's something about that. But their work is highly important to them as well. It's like something that really exercises their intellect and their brain, and their pursuit of knowledge is really, really highly tied and connected to their work. Okay, what else? Who are you attracting? Who are you attracting? Temperance. Ooh, it did come out in the reverse. It's kind of like impatience, a little bit of impatience. I feel that's kind of on your part a little bit. Like, really, I have to wait until around winter time? Like, really? Like, that's so many months away, and how do I know if it's this winter or next winter or whenever that is? And is this really going to happen for me? Well, it's definitely going to happen for you, but I would just say, like, in the meantime, just focus on yourself, go inward, just kind of like what they're doing as well as the Hermit and the Hanged Woman. Choosing to just kind of like focus on yourself, focus on your career, focus on your path, and this will happen organically. Aside from you having to maybe like go on and onto these apps and stuff like that, like you can just do that in the nighttime when you're at home, and just look around and see if there's anyone who checks off the boxes on your list, and they'll be doing the same thing. It's almost like you're already a magnet, magnetizing this person into your life. So it's only, time. It's only a timing thing for you. If there's anything, whoa, that was like crazy. You guys, you got the 10 of Pentacles. So this person is building a legacy. I really think that they're, you guys are going to have a stable foundation for sure. Stability is important, I think, not only for them, although that was like the biggest thing when I was looking at this, like what are you attracting, and who are you attracting? This energy is not only within them, it's of course within you, because this is what you're attracting. So you somehow like leveled up you have like a really high level of emotional and intelligence. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's just like you have a high level of emotional intelligence. You're really connected to yourself. Maybe a little impatient. But this person that you're attracting is going to bring the stability that you've always wanted. It will bring you security. It will bring you a foundation that you can trust in. And it's going to be like a very abundant move when both of you find one another. It's almost as if like you'll just recognize one another through your unique call, the nightingale, as if like you recall, yeah, that's what you recall being, or you recall one another. It's like you guys have been together at some point in some other time, space, dimension. It feels like that. And you'll know that. You'll just kind of recognize one another through this uniqueness, like the nightingale. And like I said, there might be something to do with multiple languages, being able to speak different languages, being able to sing, or like, music will likely bring the both of you guys together. That's probably how they're going to say like what they want to say to you. And they're not, they're very particular, and they are a go-getter. They know exactly who they want and what they want, and they kind of know how to get what they want and who they want. And you do too, though. So the master manifesting, that's the master manifester that I'm picking up on. So right now, I would suggest just kind of, if you feel frustrated about how long this has been taking for you, because maybe you've been single for years and not really had good quality connections, at least intimate connections, for a long time, then this is your pile. This is definitely telling you to just kind of ease up on the pursuit, because this is already coming in and being attracted to you. So it's only a timing thing. And yeah, that's really what I see for you, pile number 1. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Let me know if by the time like winter time comes for you, or in a couple of months or so, whenever you come to this reading, just let me know down in the comment section what resonated for you, and if you have been lucky, and if this really did come to fruition. Let me know, okay? Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Otherwise, I will see you in my next reading, okay? Jai Ma, and bye for now. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. This reading is a love reading. It's who are you attracting into your life right now? And we'll just dive really deep into it. Yeah, so if you chose pile number 2, then this is your significator card. The card with this yellow, bright yellow bird, and it almost looks like a wild rose, but I'm not quite sure. It might not be, because I don't see any of the thorns from the rose bush, but it says blessings right here. This is a beautiful card. I keep saying that about every card in this personal deck right here, the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. I love that all of the cards in there, and especially the ones that were chosen for this reading. And then this is your ruby in the rough. It's ruby and zoisite. The green is zoisite. And yeah, this fell, unfortunately. There's a little bit of a bump, but it's still beautiful and it's still rough. I'm going to put this off to the side here. So what we'll do today, we have channel messages for each and every pile, and we'll do that first. Then I'll take a couple of cards from your tarot deck here. And this one is the Vision Quest Tarot. Very beautiful. Look at this in the back, the background. I don't know if that's like a hawk or an eagle. Kind of looks like a hawk. So some sort of spirit messages coming through too. Okay, so who are you attracting? This is your love tarot reading. This is likely going to be more resonant for those of you who are single or looking for new love, a partnership of some sort. So I just wanted to tell you that now, otherwise you might be highly disappointed. There are other readings that I've done, which is more of, I think the last one was not your typical love reading. That's what it was called, and it was a lot more spiritual. So if you're looking for more of a spiritual twist on it, then that will be likely what you're looking for. But this one is going to be a little bit more detailed than the spiritual one, though I always have kind of like a spiritual twist on my readings. Okay, pile number 2. I wrote down, and this is who you're attracting. I wrote down throat pain, ball in the throat. So this person is a highly sensitive person. They have a hard time speaking up and stating what they want and how they feel and what they think. This person is very sweet. They're kind, they're gentle, they're a lover of animals. They may have grown up around animals or on a farm. They have some thick skin though due to tremendous life blows, and they're either aloof, or they appear that way to you, or a bit jaded because of all those life blows, and they just needed to kind of like thicken their skin. Likely they're in a field that it helps others, the helping professions, nurse, doctor, therapist, social services, whatever. So it says has been a target of bullying in the past. So I don't know if that was like in school age or something like that, but that's what it was coming through as. Yet you wouldn't know it. I see tattoos actually all over their body, and a more slender body, a little bit sunk in the eyes, but the eyes are very deep. I didn't get like a specific color to the eyes, but they have kind of like a depth to it. What I mean is they can pierce right through your soul, which can make you feel a bit terrified. That's what I wrote down. I wrote down also that they're handsome or beautiful. Depends on if it's like a masculine or feminine or however you want to say it. They're handsome or beautiful, yet they feel kind of like the opposite. So they have a little bit of like they're self-conscious of things, and almost a little bit, they've got kind of like a warped body perception of their own body. I see someone who asks very deep questions. They want true love and someone who can see past their human flaws. I keep seeing a man or woman meditating or sitting really still by the waters. For some reason, I want to cry for this person. And when I was sitting for meditation and then channeling this and writing this down, it really welled up. Like my throat was really thick with a little bit of pain, and I just wanted to like cry for them. But then it says here, they're not broken. They don't need sympathy. They're just healing actively. Their emotions, they've worn on their sleeves and have at times been made a victim of abusive situations. Again, they are not broken, and you see into their pure heart and see their pure strength, a heart of gold. They'd give you the world if you just let them in. I see a tattoo they had of an ex-lover on them. They try to hide it and conceal it because it hurts them to see even that, like that they were betrayed. Yeah, it says like betrayal right here. And then it says, but out of it came a wiser soul, mellowed out and learning to love themselves so they can be more fully present in your life. They're a bit quieter, not too flashy, and very mature and strong. They will wait lifetimes for you. The question is, are you ready to take the plunge? Because if you do, you will also be transformed by their very presence. You both will have to face insecurities, shadows of the self, and will be faced with each other's truest authentic selves. And will be faced with each other's truest authentic selves, which can ultimately be beautiful. Are you ready? This one is true love. And then I had in parentheses, which is interesting, meet at a bench, a park, definitely outside. So you guys will meet in the great outdoors. And I don't know exactly what that will be like for each and every one of you. It will be different, slightly different. But this person is a deep, highly sensitive, empathic person who's healing. Yeah. Okay, let's just see what else comes through. Who are you attracting in love? Who are you attracting? Who are you? Whoa, okay. 4 of Fire, completion. Wow. Whoa, okay. 5 of Earth, insecurity. See, look at that. Okay, we'll just take those 2 for now. So it's interesting. So these were kind of like that. I'm just going to read them upright because we'll just get an idea of it. The 4 of Fire, completion. So that's the 4 of, what is it? The 4 of Wands. And this is interesting because they're like sage sticks all burning, see? So the 4 of Wands, clearing, there's something about clearing, yeah, completion. This is a little bit different than what I would normally see in the 4 of Wands, which is a celebration, a marriage, I see kind of, yeah, like the completion and transcendence, something that transcends something beyond like this world. It's a cleansing, a clearing, a new slate, a new contract. So agreement, yeah, the 4 agreements is coming through. Isn't that a book? Something about the 4 agreements is coming through. And then with the 5 of Earth, so that's a 5 of Pentacles with insecurity. And we have these crows in the background. There's a woven basket with 2 out of the 5 corns, corn on the cob, like maíz, is that how you say it? Yeah, so it's like, they do have some insecurities. You are attracting someone who's different than a lot of others. I see the 5 of Earth as someone being left out, or someone who's like not the normal picture of, yeah, not the normal picture of someone in society. And what they've gone through personally in their physical realm, and even in their mental and emotional, spiritual realm, has been different, has been really, they may feel like kind of the black sheep, or so like the black crow. And yet everything behind that kind of shows that they're unique, they're loving, they're working on themselves, especially with this having been like kind of turned a little bit. And this one was too. So it's like, you know, there's a shift for sure. Because you're shifting. I think that like with you maybe feeling a similar way in some ways, this is who you're attracting in. And it doesn't mean that it's not going to be a beautiful experience between the 2 of you. It just seems like there's some baggage, you know? It will be beautiful because you have some blessings. This is a great blessing to have a person like this coming into your life. They almost feel like the Hierophant, or like a teacher to you or for you. That's coming through as well. Okay, we have once upon a time, there was a dragonfly. Good luck, and your wishes are granted now. A dragonfly, transformation. These are tea leaves. We've got kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. There's a little Joey in the kangaroo's pocket. That's a mother and a baby. It feels like almost you in a way. And then bell with announcement. Ooh, look at that. I like that. I'm going to put this over here a little bit. Can you guys see that still? I hope. Okay. And then we have harp with all melancholy. Possibility of a nervous breakdown and intrusive memories of an ex-partner. See, this person that they're so beautiful. I feel bad in a way for, yeah, they're not broken. That's what it's saying in the channel messages. They're not broken. They just went through a lot. Like the 5 of Earth insecurities, there was a lot of potential misfortune in the past that is shifting, because this was shifted like that in the beginning. So there's a shift in karma. There's a big announcement, a lot of blessings, a lot of good luck coming through, a transformation between the two of you. And because you've been working on yourself so much too, it seems like that energy is finally coming to fruition, and you are attracting someone who's going to vibrate at a very similar level, if not slightly more than you, so that like both of you guys will continue to help each other out in the future. Let's see, plant parent. This person, I don't think it was mentioned in the channel messages that they like plants. I think it was they like animals, or animals are attracted to them. But I also feel like, yeah, they're just an attractive person, and they attract something about the great outdoors. They like being outside. They like being connected with plants. They might even be a gardener. I wonder what their roots are, if they have some sort of indigenous roots, like their family lineage was indigenous, or part of it, like if they did like a DNA, what do you call, like the 23andMe, isn't that what, there's like a something about their ancestral lineage where they were very connected to the earth and earth spirits and earthly guides, shamanism or something, I don't know, something like that. Challenging times. This is, oh, wait, no. I thought that this was the 5 of Pentacles as well, but we've got the 5 of Pentacles here. We have the 5 of Wands right here. Challenging times. Yeah, they've had to overcome some challenges, or both of you guys might have to overcome challenges, but together might be a lot easier than doing it, you know, single-handedly. It seems like the two of you are going to attract one another to help each other out through these challenging times. And not one or the other is going to carry each other. It's going to be like a joint effort, a marriage of sorts, a connection that is stronger together than separate. Okay, the Fate, accepting help and guidance. Ooh, the 3 Fates. Do you see like the scissors, the hands in between weaving? The 3 Fates, cutting the cords. I also wonder about you, because with all of this, of course, this is partly your energy, what you're attracting and who you're attracting into your life. So of course, whatever you're attracting is also the energy that I see within yourself already. So there might be some like hurdles that you've been, you know, challenged, you know, obstacles that you've been challenged with. Maybe some conflict in your life that you're really being challenged with. You may also be the one, what was I seeing in the kangaroo? You being the one that was like a single parent, left on your own to fend for yourself with a child or children. That's for maybe a couple of you. Not every person is going to have that similar situation, but there's like definitely something where past relationships or exes for both of you guys were not really great. It's like there was a lot of baggage with those exes. It is a good thing that you guys aren't with those exes anymore, right? Yeah. Frog. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this. It's like the two of you mirroring one another. That is adorable with a frog. You're going to find your prince or princess charming. So adorable. I love toads, by the way. And this is definitely not what they're going to, you or them, look like. Okay, you don't look like toads. What was in the channeled messages was someone who, you know, looked very handsome and very beautiful. Yet they kind of were very humble about it, or didn't even know. They don't even know that they're handsome. They don't even know that they're beautiful. They don't even, I don't know if they really care, or they're just kind of like self-conscious about it. They don't really try to be flashy or anything, right? Well, yeah. Morel, Morchella esculenta, regenerate. So I love morels. I do. They are found under, so you'll find these morels in forests that have been recently burned, because they like that, they come from, yeah, they come from like freshly burnt areas in forests. They're a delicacy in the mushroom worlds. So you guys are definitely one of a kind. You're rebuilding your foundation. And it feels like the two of you will be rebuilding your foundation together. It got like freaking burnt down. Like your foundation was leveled. You thought you had a solid foundation years ago, and it got burned down. And now there's new growth coming from the forest floor, which is you, and which is this person. It's like starting over, definitely. Did I say much about the accepting help and guidance? I really, therapy. I really see it's not that you guys have to go through to therapy because of one another, but it was like because of these past, these exes of yours. And like, I almost feel like a sadness. Yeah, again, the melancholy is coming through, a sadness within both of your hearts. So when both of you connect, and it seems like you'll be connecting in the great outdoors, maybe this is where it comes into play. Like you join a meetup group that is going to go on a like mushroom foraging expedition, and this person also is in that group. Something like that. I don't know. It might even be something very, very, very simple, like what it said in the channel messages. Meeting at a bench, a park, a bench in a park, running, jogging around a park. Something about it where maybe a picnic, like where you're picnicking with family or friends. Outdoors. It's definitely outdoors though. Maybe you joined a hiking group and you're wanting to get back into shape and just like meet new people, and that's kind of what you're doing. It's something to do with that. It's a little bit more organic. Pile number 1 was a little bit different in that way. And for you, pile number 2, it's like this is your way of meeting people is through being outdoors, being active, being in nature, connecting with, you know, plants and animals, maybe like trying to connect with your ancestry a little bit more. I don't know why that's coming through that way, but it says terms, working out, negotiating with you, and begging. Terms. I hear living life on your terms now and living life on their terms. They are willing to meet in the middle with you. This person is not overbearing. This person isn't going to force you to do anything against your will. This person's a very sensitive person and likes to talk things out with you. I think they have a hard time, though, with their speech, with what they mean to say versus what they said. Sometimes might be a little jumbled because they're more sensate and sensitive in their bodies, so they can feel everything, yet they might not be able to or know how to express how they feel all the time. Though I think these acts of service, like if they go outdoors and they're like, you know, connecting with you in the great outdoors, they feel very comfortable that way. And that way, when they're doing something as an act of service or as an act of connecting and communing with nature, it's a lot easier for them to be in their own personal flow, and they will really make sure that they're understood and that you feel understood as well. There's water signs, so this person might be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. Okay. Vulture. Ooh. It definitely, okay, I know this might not be right for everyone, but vulture, there's another name for vulture, it's condor. And condor is the medicine, like, you know, how eagle is, there's a medicine for the north. Condor is kind of like the medicine of, you know, the southern hemisphere. I wonder if this person comes from or has an origin of southern hemisphere, wherever you are in the world, so south of the equator. And then elk, ooh, there's the highly sensitive. There's the highly sensitive. They can smell and hear pretty well. They're very, very highly intuitive. They're very strong in their intuition. I think that's something that they're working to also be more connected with, is their intuition, and being in nature really does that for them. I think you're kind of the similar way, because whatever you're attracting, whoever you're attracting, that's actually like what I see within you guys as well. You're so smart. Look at that. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. So this is helping them. So you help them to like be more comfortable with their communication style. And let's see what this one is. Will you listen? Oh. And this says, there's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? Their concern is not being heard, not being understood, because for so long, that 5 of Earth, insecurity, being such a sensitive soul on this planet, sometimes they just felt like they were almost taken advantage of or trampled over. Oh, you know what I heard just now too? Because it wasn't the channeled messages, there was, they might be in the helping professions. Maybe you're in the helping profession, which is like nurse, doctor, therapist, all that. You guys might meet also in that way. That might be for a small percentage of you. So through a job, through connections in the helping fields, through therapy, like a group therapy, which is interesting that that's coming through, but it might be possible. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Who are you attracting? I want to know like timeline as well. When is this happening? Whoa. Okay. See how these all came out in the vertical? There, it was neither, yeah, it wasn't right side up or upside down. So this is the Six of Water, pleasure. The Six of Cups. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Six of Cups. We have balance. The number 8. So that's strength. See the dragonflies and the water? More water, lots of water. Definitely a water sign. Or has water signs in their placements. And then 7 of water excess. So 7 of cups. 6 or 7. What is this? Okay, so I hear 6 or 7 weeks from now, up to 6 to 7 months from now. 6, 7, or 8, actually. 6, 7, 8. It could also be in the months of June, July, and August. So 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, because that's likely, you know, when you're more connected to outdoors, activities like that, depending on what part of the hemisphere you're in. This is all about emotions, emotional connection. This person is healing on an emotional level. You're also healing on an emotional level. There might be a little bit of confusion initially, but I just feel like that's a little bit more you than them in a way, because they're very highly sensitive and they're very sure of their emotions. But both of you guys are kind of like healing on an emotional level. Some traumas from the past, from some challenges from past relationships. So that's kind of also where you guys connect, is through, and it's not like a trauma bond then in that way, or connecting through your wounds, because you're both healing. It's like the two of you are going to be able to come to balance and develop the strength to move forward together in a very loving way, and be able to release the past, the Six of Water, release the past with a new eye. Yeah, this is beautiful, guys. Yeah, so we have the timing, this announcement. It is going to be, yeah, likely in June, July, or August, or again, 6 to 7 weeks from now, 6 to 7 months from now at the latest. This will happen for you. I don't think there's anything else. So that's the announcement, is you'll know, you'll definitely know when this person comes through. Because I think you're going to be connecting with the great outdoors. It's very highly unconventional, the way it happens for you. And they have like definitely a personal connection to their past lineage. They're healing a lot, and you are as well. That's why you're connecting. This is a beautiful, blessed life that you'll have together if you choose, if you so choose. It doesn't mean that it has to be. Yeah, because the question is, are you ready to take the plunge? You'll be transformed by their very presence. You will both have to face insecurities, shadows of the self, and will be faced with each other's truest, authentic selves, which can ultimately be beautiful. Are you ready? That's the question. Are you ready? I think you are. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Go down to the comment section. Please let me know if and when this pans out for you. Let me know who you attracted in and what what kind of person this person is. If I was on point with it, hopefully I am. It's very hard to tell because, like, you know, when you're doing these love readings on YouTube with a pick a card reading, it's like you get a lot of information and not all of it is going to resonate with everyone. Maybe certain parts. So just pick and choose. Make sure that you use your intuition mostly for all of this, and don't just, like, you know, be waiting and waiting around for someone to be your prince or princess charming. Like, you yourself are enough. If you need to hear that, I don't know, but yeah. Otherwise, though, this looks beautiful. Give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in my other readings. Jaima, bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. This reading is a love tarot reading, and it's about who you are attracting into your life. So, if you chose pile number 3, then this is your significator card, love. Such a beautiful card. I think all of them I said are beautiful today. And this is your double-pointed lepidolite crystal. I'll put that off to the side. I have channeled messages for each and every pile, so we'll start with the channeled messages first, and then we will get a couple of cards from your tarot deck, and we'll dive into the other parts of your reading, and then grab some more tarot cards at the end. So we have pile number 3, who you're attracting into your life, and this is based off, like, pretty much what came through when I was sitting and meditating and you know, free writing, was mainly about the person, the person who you are attracting. And this is a tarot reading for mostly single people or people who are looking for love. It could likely connect with those of you who are also in a partnership already, but I feel like this is definitely a little bit more suited for those of you who are single. If you're interested in a non-typical love reading, I have one that's called Not Your Typical Love Reading, so that might be something that you'd like to look at. Okay. Pile 3, I wrote down, there's a bit of confusion between you both. It seems like this person who I'm picking up on is a friend or co-worker of yours. Definitely not someone who is random. I actually keep hearing one night stand, where it's possible for some of you to take it to second base or even further with this person, if you both consent to it, of course. This person is charismatic, makes you laugh, has a great sense of humor, and is kind of goofy outwardly. And when you get to know him or her, they're deep, they're creative, ambitious, passionate, and loving. It's a strange feeling, as if you've known this person for some time. You are attracted to them, though they seem to fall outside of the typical beauty or handsome societal guidelines. No, they're not ugly, I wrote down. They just aren't as obsessed over image and reputation, and sometimes feel quite confident in their own skin without outward validation, which actually makes them appear more attractive to you. I keep hearing one night stand and wonder if something happens after that to solidify a relationship. The two of you together help one another feel safe, grounded, relaxed, loved. Think what best friends would do, and that is like your relationship with this person. I see this person working on cars or liking cars. They like hands-on projects and has a project going on at all times. They like being around you no matter where and when. You sometimes wonder if this relationship could work. It seems too easy. This person is one who feels comfortable enough to I forgot about this part. Comfortable enough to fart in front of you. And I wrote down LOL. And doesn't care if you do that either. Love will grow and grow. If you see, oh, I could see you being with each other for a long time. Just don't get too wrapped up in the mundane. Have date nights, schedule time off with, hold on, with each other. I also see the need for both of you to communicate openly. I see children, question mark, from another ex relationship or of your own. 6 months, definitely within a year's time. So that was like some timing that came through for your group in particular, pile number 3. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards here. We'll do some of your tarot cards first, and then we'll hop right in. Okay, what is it? Whoa, okay, there were 2 that just already came through, flying through. We'll have a couple of more afterwards. We've got the Devil. It was in reverse when I picked it up. And then we've got Justice. So yeah, it was like in reverse and then Justice. Interesting. It's like, ooh, with the Devil, actually, it's like something that you want, someone that you want. So what you're attracting is someone who you want and who equally wants you back. That's the Devil card. That's like, it's not in a bad sense this time around. It was in reverse too. I think that it's hard to say, but what I'm seeing is that it's a good, passionate play between the 2 of you, and that things are heated, that you guys make each other very, that you want each other, that you make each other very happy when you're together. There's some sort of romance happening, connection, passionate connection. And Justice is really about, I feel like it's timing. It's perfect timing for you. And this is bound to happen within 6 months to 1 year. Yeah, and with the number 11, it could be 11 months. It could be on 1/1, January 1st. It could be, well, I see 11 as well, November, the month of November. Yeah, there's a beautiful shift and a transition into more passionate play, more love in your life, especially with this person. This person is someone, yeah, I think it's someone who you've known for some time. It's someone who equally knows you, and the 2 of you have a good time together. You could have been friends, or could be just you could be just acquaintances too. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, once upon a time there was risk, venture out of the box. Is this like taking a risk? Is this person making you feel like you're taking a risk? Or is it just because you haven't been in love in a long time? We'll continue to see. We have some tea leaves and some smaller cards. Ooh, this one says February. Oh, interesting. So what's that in comparison to now? Like 10 months? Is that right? See, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, like 10 months, 10 to 11 months. And whale, great worry over nothing. Wind and water. They might have, they might be a water sign. They might be a fire sign actually too. I'm just seeing that in my third eye. And because of the whale, it's something, yeah, this feels like more of an ancient, well, like you guys have known each other for a longer time. You could have even like grown up together or worked in the same workplace together. And I feel like, yeah, with the confusion, it's kind of like, does this person like me just as much as I like them? I can't believe I'm falling in love with someone who I've known for a long time, but it seems to be just right. We have young woman with inner femininity, romance and love relations, and blessing, change of a social circle. Okay, and then we have Spider with new beginning. Expect to receive an inheritance. You will win a controversial event. Oh, justice system. Are some of you going through some sort of like divorce or breakup? Because whatever it is that you're going through, you'll definitely win. You'll win your case. And if that doesn't make any sense, then it's just for maybe one or two of you. Romance. Okay, so young woman, inner femininity, blessing, change of a social circle, romance and love relations. I think it's like, yeah, your sacral chakra is on fire, which means passion, creativity. This person makes you feel all giddy and giggly inside. Yeah, all of a sudden too, maybe that's the confusion, because it was like not that way for you or for that person for a while, and then something shifted. Is it a one night stand? Was it something that happened between the two of you where you had like a night together, or there was a little bit of flirtation going on between the two of you, and all of a sudden something shifted? If it does feel like that, I'm smiling while I'm saying this. Netflix and chill. You guys feel comfortable together. That's the Netflix and chill. You guys feel comfortable together, definitely relaxed in each other's company, so much so that it did say that that person is one who feels comfortable enough to fart in front of you, which is really funny. I know some people who have been together for years and still don't feel comfortable farting in front of each other, which I think is crazy, because I mean, that's just the natural part of human life, is to fart. I think like we all have a flatulence, if you want to call it that, fart at least like 14 to 21 times a day. Yes, both men and women. And that's on the low side for some people. If you have like a sensitive stomach, it might be even more than that. But that is when you know that you feel comfortable with someone. If you can do that in front of others, I don't mean like pooping, in front of, that's kind of weird. But I'm saying like if you're comfortable enough to like curl up and watch a Netflix show and feel like you can let one loose and it's okay, then yeah, you guys are good. Number 16 with rebuild that's the major arcana of Tower card. I like this Tower card because this person looks like an angel. They're holding their heart. There is lightning bolts to the base, the foundation of this person. The sun shining. You're getting some guidance. The foundation has, there's a lot shifting inside you. Your heart is opening up to greater love, expansion, growth, passion. I keep on getting passion. The painter, productivity and creation. Look at that. Productivity and creation. Lots of reds and oranges. Your base and sacral chakra are being lit up. That's the sex chakra, and so the root chakra is like that reddish color, and then the orange would be your sacral chakra, which is like right below the belly button, in the womb area, and that would be for like females, or just like in the pelvic area for males. And then that yellow color is the chakra that's above both of those two chakras. It's below your sternum and above your belly button, kind of in that central point where your rib cage kind of splits there. So there's something about the lower chakras. There's definitely I can't say that again, a passionate exchange and interplay. You can see what I'm talking about. There's something that shifted. Your foundation has shifted. You have been kind of surprised. I think both of you are surprised by how much you like one another's connection in that sense. Yeah. Poppy, more red. Dreams. Okay, so some overnight play. I'm getting giddy because this group is all about sensuality, passionate play, foreplay. I'm trying to keep it a little bit more PG for those of you who are not into that. It's just like you're lit up, you get excited, you're aroused, you're having fun with this person. And you might not even have to like move swiftly in the direction of relationship. You could just take it slow, but this is definitely a fun relationship right now for you. You guys have a good time. And if you don't know who this is yet, it's bound to happen. What did we say in here? Was there a timeline? 6 months, definitely within a year's timeline. Yeah, we were talking about that. So it's likely you know this person. Likely you kind of have an inkling of who this person is. And if you don't, then this might not be your group. You might want to look at piles 1 and 2. I don't know what pile 4 is going to be like, but you could look at pile 4 as well. Okay, resourcefulness with huckleberry. Vaccinium ovalifolium. I hear this person's your huckleberry fin. I don't even know what that means. Resourcefulness. You guys are definitely connected on a... Okay, well, let's just keep on going because I'm not really sure exactly what that would mean, but you're both resourceful. You both have had to be resourceful. Pregnancy. Whoa. Pregnancy test, entrapment, conceiving, and mother figure. We did have inner femininity right here too. Okay. Okay. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So this person might be a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn, any of the earth signs. Definitely fertile. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Emotional intimacy. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. Okay. Well, emotions is in that sacral area, the sacral chakra. So it looks like there's an opening up of the sacral chakra, which means more and more intimacy. So I think like emotional intimacy will happen in time, but it's likely that it's just so new that you're like, ooh, I don't know. That person is also the same way. Oh, have my kids. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. Guys, you guys are fertile. Did you guys get pregnant? Did you accidentally get pregnant with this person? Or are you thinking of getting pregnant with this person? Are you dreaming about it? Because Poppies is all about the dream time as well. Poppies helps you sleep, and Poppies is, yeah, you know, in like the Wizard of Oz, where the Wicked Witch of the West, she has like the field of poppies, and she makes them all bloom and everything, and she goes, poppies, poppies. Well, that's what I'm seeing, like this field of red poppies. And then do you remember when like everyone falls asleep in the poppies? in the Wizard of Oz, like the old school Wizard of Oz. I'm not sure about like, you know, the new ones these days. It's something about, yeah, your dream time, connection at night, emotional intimacy. Yeah, kind of like connection to emotions as well. And your dream time will actually show that. Ooh, you might be having dreams of this person, and you know what I'm talking about. Like some more, you know, maybe a little bit more X-rated dreams of this person, because that is what you truly feel about this person, and you're actually kind of like turned on, and this person is turned on. You guys might not have had the talk yet about like actually liking one another that much, but you guys would have a really fun life together and could potentially have a great family together. I almost feel like maybe some of you with the one night stands, everything, like maybe you got pregnant. That's for some of the ladies out there, or for the men, maybe you found out that you are having a baby with this person. This will be very grounding for both of you. You guys want a family together. You do. You don't have to take it so fast though. Like you can totally, but there's a lot of creative energy in this, and I think it's like being put into family creation. Let's see what else this is. Scorpion. Okay, I could also be a Scorpio. Scorpio, water signs. You know, it doesn't actually mean that it could be like, it could be any sign, but there's earth signs here, then there's Scorpion right here. Look at the color here. So this is kind of like the sting. I feel like you guys got stung by, or like, you got stung by Cupid's arrow. That's what I'm seeing, like little Cupid. And yeah, you're great friends, and I think you're going to become great lovers. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through. This might be a shorter version of the last couple of ones, but this is pretty like straightforward in some ways. Yeah, I can't stop giggling. Like this is very giddy energy, loving energy, passionate energy, playful energy. This is like the Chakra Wisdom Tarot cards, and I always kind of feel like there's a lot of spicy energy coming from this, or yeah, let's see here. Oh, look at this, Two of Swords and Queen of Wands. This is the indecision here, the Two of Swords, but it was definitely kind of flipping this way. It wasn't upside down, it wasn't right side up. It's kind of like you're ready to make the choice. Connect to your intuition, to connect to your desires, your passion. The devil is your desires. Like, what do you desire right now? Do you desire this person? Really look deep into it, because like the Queen of Wands is this, she is a very passionate person. She, he, they're very passionate. They're go-getter. They know what they want. So it seems like you're going from indecision to decision, from confusion. Confusion, not knowing what is going to happen, to like just owning it. Owning it. Owning your divine femininity, masculinity, your passion. Yeah. This is, I was just looking on the top here, and this shows the Knight of Coins. So this shows the beginning of a new stable life. And look, it's underneath the Tower card here. So it's the beginning of, this is action oriented, the beginning of a new stable future, a sustainable future, a loving future, an authentic future together, because of the blues, you know, the blues and the oranges. So the sacral chakra and the throat chakra are really opening up right now. Definitely your lower chakras are opened up, and you're connecting to your higher chakras, your heart chakra as well, your third eye, sensing and knowing, like you're really owning this energy. Whatever is, this is like you're attracting all this to you already. So just own it. It's happening. This person is perfect for you. You guys are going to have a good time together. And I think you're going to have a real playful time together. Fun, loving, caring, intimate, sensual, passionate, joy-filled. And it did say in the channel messages, you know, I could see you being with each other for a long time. Just don't get too wrapped up in the mundane. Have date nights, schedule time off with one another. And I also see the need for you both to communicate openly. That's the Knight of Coins, really open communication style. I see children from another ex relationship or your own, 6 months, definitely within a year's time. And I don't know if that was about children or about just like your connection with this other person. So yeah, this is, I think that's all I have to show you guys. Whoever this is, you already know they're around. And there might be a shift in your connection pretty soon if it doesn't feel, if you're like, wait a second. And it doesn't have to necessarily be someone that you know, but it's definitely, it seems like it's someone that you know or have known in the past. Now they're moving on up into your life as a new priority. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else that I would say about that. You're very fertile right now, so if you don't want to get pregnant, just be aware that it's quite a possibility right now. So just, yeah. Just, oh, this makes me so giddy. You guys are so beautiful. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Go down to the comment section. Let me know if this actually happens for you, if it doesn't, or if you have this connection with someone who's already in your life. Well, kudos to you. That's amazing. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Jai Ma, and bye for now. Hi, pile number 4, and welcome to your reading. This reading is a love reading, mostly going to be connected with single people. So, I mean, it could connect also, if you read between the lines, with partnerships that you already have. However, this is about who you're attracting into your life. If you're looking for something else where it's like a little bit more spiritual, I would look at the one that I did previous to this one. It's called Not Your Typical Love Reading. So pile number 4, who are you attracting? If you chose this pile, then this is your significator card with the Adventures card. And this is your stone crystal, the LAPIS LAZULI crystal. So I'll put both of these off to the side. I meant to do that before. And let's see, this kind of looks tropical, doesn't it? I just wanted to show that. Tropical waterfall, there's tropical birds, lots of birds. It looks like parrots, parakeets, something like that. Definitely not from where I'm from, but maybe you guys are planning a trip somewhere. Anyhow, I have channel messages for each and every pile. So I'll start with the channeled messages for your pile, and then we'll get a couple of cards from your tarot deck and dive into the rest of your reading from there. So pile number 4, without any further ado, here is your channeled messages. Who are you attracting? The person you're attracting is attractive, sensual, very focused on the body more than the intellect. So I said EQ versus IQ, not saying that they're smart. They are smart, they just do life differently. If this person is a masculine person, they have a lot of testosterone and libido is active. If this is a feminine person, then they also have increased libido and they're passionate play. Physical attraction is the first way that you two connect, and then the things go deeper to a more humble and loving state. This person is jealous when others give you attention because they want you for themselves. I feel they may have been cheated on in the past, so there's certain insecurities that may arise, and they cannot control their anger or fear around this. This is deep-seated and likely will need to be addressed during the relationship because you are not one to cheat. This person has had their eye on you for some time. They desire you, they want you, and they feel restless when they're not with you. It might happen out of the blue. They reach out on social media or via text or call you out of the blue. If they've known you and it feels like they have, or if you're an acquaintance, I see you two meeting up on a trip or at a grocery store or while on vacation. Are you neighbors? Maybe some of you live in the same housing district, neighborhood, apartment complex, etc. I see someone going for a run, hoping to run into you. If you two decide to connect and have a relationship, it will be a happy one that is reciprocal, equal give and take. But again, their jealousy could be one obstacle to the relationship initially. If you are willing, then working through this together means more honesty and a deeper love and a greater heart-to-heart connection. You'll both have enough money to travel together, and that's one thing that you both bond over as well, which is travel. I hear inheritance, and I also hear heart healing. So that's real interesting, huh? Let's take a look at your tarot cards for this person. Who are you attracting? Your love tarot, pile number 4. Ooh, 3 of Swords. Okay, let's see. Who are you attracting? Queen of Cups. Well, those are different energies altogether, aren't they? So we were talking about in the channel messages how this energy has come through before. It's like their level of, their jealousy stems from a betrayal of the heart, and your heart is healing. At the very end of the channeled messages, it said, I hear heart healing. So that is probably what this is in connection to. It's not like you're attracting betrayal. You're attracting someone who possibly has had a betrayal in the past. So that's kind of like what is showing right there. But it's eyes wide open. You see that? There's a lot of like understanding there, because maybe you've even had that type of problem in the past where you were betrayed by a ex-lover. And then you have the Queen of Cups right here. The Queen of Cups. Emotional security, emotional stability, emotional maturity. This person is a very emotional, I wrote it down even in the channel messages. It said EQ versus IQ, not saying that they're not smart. They just do life differently, which means that they have a high level of emotional intelligence. And that is really nice to see. So it's almost like because of this 3 of Swords that has happened to them or to you, then you're actually attracting someone who's going to be very emotionally mature, aside from this like jealousy, which is coming through. Okay, So let's see your smaller card here. It has a bird in the front, a white bird. It says, once upon a time, there were blessings. Find gratitude in all that you have. Okay, and some tea leaves, months of the year, March, the number 3. With some bluebells. Those are some of the first small flowers to pop up out of the ground in the early winter or early spring months, right after winter has finished. Then tea leaves, turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Interesting. Huh. A turkey. I have a dual meaning that's coming through with the turkey. So from one point of view, yes, someone is behaving stupidly. So maybe in your life, someone is behaving really stupidly. Maybe you're still in a relationship that's not really going well, so you're just kind of like, ugh. And then the other meaning is you're attracting abundance into your life, a harvest. Because turkey, I always acquaint it with or connect it with the season of abundance, which is like in November, you know, the holiday of abundance is like Thanksgiving. So something about like gratitude, blessings, and abundance and harvest with this turkey coming through. So in some ways, I think this was someone in the past who was behaving stupidly. Unless you're already in a relationship where this person is jealous and all of that, and they kind of like behaved a little bit like a turd. I don't know. Let's just keep going and see like where it takes us here. Forest, the unknown. I just said I don't know. You are feeling unsettled and insecure. You need patience and wisdom in your choices. Patience and wisdom. Okay. Forest, the unknown. Oh, you got 2 of these cards here, so let's take a look at what these are. We have Rest and Reconsider with the number 9. That is the 9 of Wands. It's like a warrior energy. Yeah, a warrior type of energy connected with the third eye. I see that now with the 3 of Swords, the eye being in the center of that heart. The third eye opening up due to this past hurt. So this energy is, you know, that you're attracting is already within you. So this person who's coming to you is also very emotionally mature because they've kind of had to deal with similar past situations. And Control, number 8, that's the Major Arcana card of the Strength card. See the eyes in the back here? That person has a lower gaze here. So they're kind of like turning inward. You see the heart right in the center there. It's a necklace, a heart necklace. And then the eyes in the back are really like staring at them in the back. There's some heart healing. There really is some heart healing for both of you. So you're attracting in someone who is more emotionally mature and is also healing their heart. And their eyes are wide open. They can see the whole picture now. Gym rat. So yeah, I did pick up on that in the channeled messages. There's a connection to them being physically attractive, whether masculine or feminine. This person who you're attracted to is attracted to you. They're very attractive. They pay attention to their body. They work out. They do that because they want to keep their image intact. They want there's part of the heart healing is actually healing their heart on a physical level too. So I feel like maybe some of them suffered some hypertensive issues or cardiac abnormalities or some scares like that, maybe sinus tachycardia, some arrhythmias at some point, and it scared them. So they're really like into this physical exercise, into maintaining their cardiovascular health as well as their energetic health. They're really connected to heart healing. Whether they tell you that or not, that's kind of like what I'm seeing, is they're really paying attention now with eyes wide open to, you know, what it was in their past that hurt them, and you're doing the same thing. It's like both of you guys will be a really good match together. The adventurer. So we have adventurers and then the adventurer, responsibility and expectations. This person likes to travel. This person likes to go on vacations and travel and do all sorts of things. They might live a kind of unorthodox lifestyle. It's not, they have more of a lifestyle type of job than a high-paying job. It doesn't mean that they don't make money. They actually do. It's a very stable job, but it's just a job to pay the bills and to pay the expenses that they do to go on adventures with. So money is not like of utmost importance. It's a part of the plan so that they can do more of the things that they enjoy doing, and they want to do these things with you. You also might be really interested in doing travel. Into traveling. Look, we got the Queen, determination and sacrifice. The Queen energy, feminine energy coming through. And whether or not this person is masculine or feminine, we all know that the masculine and feminine are within us all in different amounts and in different ways. It shows that this person is really connected to their heart. This person is a really loving person. They really, I keep on seeing like 3 in my mind's eye, and the number 3 is connected with expansion and growth. So they're on this journey. Ooh, I see also the 9 number. So I wonder if they're like a Sagittarius, or they're on a spiritual journey now. Interesting. I'm just seeing that, yeah, in the 9 right here, we see that. I don't know why it's coming through necessarily in my mind's eye, because it's like just going in and out through my 3rd eye, and it's kind of just bulging and like getting bigger. And the 9 is like it's a multiple of 3. So there is expansion and growth. They're all about health and wellness and lifestyle choices versus, you know, just working for the sake of working. It's always to expand their consciousness, to allow themselves to journey to other places, to expand their intellect, their mind, their spirituality. They may be drawn towards spirituality as well, especially after this, since they really had some sort of thing in the past that hurt them. It opened up a new world for them, and that actually really made it it made it so that they what do I want to say about that? It opened up their world for them. It made it so they could see. That's what I hear. It made it so they could see more clearly. And we do have the open eyes, the inward glance, the downward inward glance, like the softening of the gaze into the self, really connecting to their heart space. What do they want, out of life? And that's also, it's not like a selfish thing. They've been on probably an inward journey for some time, with also, traveling to outward places. And this is where you guys have connected somehow. I don't know if this is exactly for every single one of you, but if it makes sense and you guys like to travel, then it's likely that you're going to be connected to this person on some sort of adventure. Like a solo adventure is what I'm hearing. And then this would be like your last solo adventure, going solo yourself, because this person will go with you anywhere you'd want to go at any time. That's their lifestyle choice. Beautiful. The Raven, number 44. They're very deep. They're actually really deep. Outwardly, they kind of look a little bit like, with the whole gym rat thing, like they almost look like they're superficial because of the way they look and how they show themselves. They might be dressed to impress, so to speak, but they're really, a lot more deep than their outward appearance. They're very deep individuals. They connect to the magic and mysteries of life. They ask the big questions about the unknown. They're okay with exploring the unknown. They actually get excited about it. Sacred with Hawthorn, Crataegus monogenia. I hope I'm saying that right, but Crataegus with sacred. Hawthorn is a regulator and it helps to heal the heart, actually. Interestingly enough, if you take hawthorn berry or hawthorn flowers, say as like a tincture or something like that, it actually does help with heartache and heartbreak from an energetic level. Also, it actually helps to nourish and, what's the word that I'm trying to get out, but I can't remember it. It's, it helps to nourish and fortify. Is that it? No, nourish and, there's a word that I'm like completely blanking on right now that would mean a lot more sense. It would make a lot more sense if I actually said it, but I can't remember it. It helps to nourish the circulatory system and the heart. It strengthens the heart. So it does fortify it in some way, but that's not the word that I wanted. I'm losing my words. I wonder if that's also kind of like part of this whole thing, that they are something so sacred that you lose your words. There's awe in the experience between the two of you. There's a sacred connection. This is a very spiritual connection, actually. From the outward appearance, like I said, it might look very superficial, but the two of you are very, very connected in a very sacred way. Because of this heart experience, you have a heart to heart. Interesting. Okay. It did say, like, you guys first are attracted by physical attraction when you two connect and meet, but then there becomes like a humble, loving state and a more sacred state. You could actually live in the same housing district, neighborhood, apartment complex, etc. You could run into each other in the gym. You could, you may not necessarily know each other, but live around one another, and it's very organic, the way that you guys connect. It could also be, though, for some of you, through social media, a text, a phone call, they've been having their eyes on you That was right. Like, so they knew of you. I don't know if you knew of them. It seems like both of you kind of like know each other through acquaintances or something, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Searching, thinking of you, profile creeping, blocked contact, and profile searching. Yeah, this person's been watching you. Maybe you're on social media or something, and they just kind of like, you know, go to your site and look at you and your pictures, and they just really like what they see. I don't know. Crocodile, doing it undercover. Ancient, old. You guys have had an old contract actually to live out this experience together. This is the most spiritual group out of all 4 groups today, piles today. Your group is the most spiritually connected. Not meaning that the others aren't, but this is the most that I've actually talked about spiritually about any group together. So there is some sort of like very old ancient connection, and this person, because they've been searching you, they've been like looking at your profile and looking at your pictures and everything and kind of creeping a little bit. They're not a creep, but they like you, they like what they see, and they're doing it all underneath the surface, because the crocodile kind of like, you know, floats underneath the surface. You wouldn't even know where a crocodile is, except those 2 eyes stay above water. Yeah, those 2 eyes stay above water, and they wait. They watch. They're very patient. And they want you. They want you as a snack. Okay, anyhow. Spoiling you. I want to give you the good life. I want to spoil you with gifts and trips, everything you could ever need or want. You deserve nothing less. This person is, their love language is gifting you, especially with adventures, because the 2 of you really like that. So when you guys actually connect and decide to see if a relationship works for the both of you, it's like this person just loves to give you experiences, especially adventures, trips, and that is a way that you guys connect initially, and for the future, you know, incidences. This is a big part of it. They like gifting you experiences more than, you know, just physical presence. And I think you don't mind that at all, because you like the experiences anyhow, and you like hanging out with this person. Yeah, I can see you taking pictures also, just because you want to flatter your friends. So any place that you go, you kind of like, oh, do you have like you guys might actually create a profile together on, say, like TikTok or Instagram, and like do short clips, videos, and reels of your experiences in all these really cool places that you go, and people are like kind of jealous of that. Oh, maybe that's also part of the jealousy that I was picking up on. It wasn't just that this person gets jealous of when someone or other people give you attention, but because they always like secretly under the water feel like they are still a little insecure in some ways, but they're working on it, and they're definitely more mature than your other exes. But like, where was I gonna go with that? Yeah, other people, yeah, where was I going with that? Whoop, it's gone. Well, anyhow, we have one more. Soon, I'm going to contact you soon. What does soon mean? Do you guys want to ask the cards? I think I want to ask the cards when soon is. And it says inheritance, by the way, guys. So you guys are going to have enough money to travel together. You know what? The inheritance feels like a house. So you guys will inherit something. It might not be a house, but I'm just seeing like a house, so that you have like a stable place to come back to every time that you travel. You can, come back to that place. of stability, and that inheritance is something that maybe your family or your extended family or someone or their family or extended family or someone was able to pass down and give to you, which is actually awesome, because if you know the state of the world these days, like, nothing feels secure, and having a house is like you're automatically in the clear in some ways, except for having to now have a large mortgage payment every month and all that. But it seems like you guys are going to have like everything paid for in that way, so you're going to have like almost a leg up in society. This is again for maybe certain people, certain ones of you out there. Take it or leave it. If this doesn't resonate, maybe one of the other groups would. Okay, let's see. Who are you attracting? And what does soon mean? Who are you attracting? Whoa, God. Okay. Let's see here. Aw. Well, the Five of Cups, interesting. So they're probably, you know what? All the eyes, look at the eyes. And the water, the emotions, the spilled cups. The focus right now is still kind of on past hurt, which is being healed. And maybe this is also you, your energy, the Five of Cups, kind of crying over some spilled milk. I don't like saying it like that, but because it could be really, really painful, this betrayal or something like that that happened to you, but your emotions are kind of feeling a little blah in their emotions. So it's healing. You see now. You see the things for what they are. Now we have the Eight of Wands and the Princess of Swords. So Eight of Wands, look at that. The Eight of Wands with the brain, the sections of the brain highlighted, and a movement outward and onward. So there's a movement, a quick movement actually, out of the Five of Cups energy into this Princess of Swords. Swords energy. So let's just see something here. So the Princess of Swords is the Page of Swords. Yeah, you're kind of like learning discernment, learning new things actually, you know, from an intellectual point of view too, because this Eight of Wands is kind of coming out of the emotions, using your intellect to kind of like focus on other things that you would enjoy learning and doing, and you're going to be doing it together. This is a beautiful energy of attraction. Now with when I was asking timing, this timing for you, what's the timing? Okay, yeah, okay. I hear from May through August. This is the timing card. Now the timing card for that is that's soon. Yeah, that's like within 1 month to 4 months from now. Okay? That's when this is going to happen for you. And this also might just be the transitional period from like this Five of Cups energy that maybe you and this person are both kind of going through simultaneously. So that means like you are attracting this shift. The two of you are actually attracting one another, but you're also attracting this shift from like sadness, loss, depression, grief, and lethargy to this movement into like a new awareness and excitement over learning new things, maybe learning about each other as well. This could be shifting into an educational program or something like that. Maybe that's you. I don't know, because I think that they're pretty satisfied with some of the things that they're doing their growth and expansion is a little bit more to do with heart and adventure. But I think this is kind of more of like the energy the two of you bring in together, just learning about each other and learning like what things you want to do together, and kind of making it a point to this. I see a seed kind of growing that's been planted, and it is the, you know, this is pretty fast energy. The Wands energy and the Swords energy are very, very fast. The Swords energy is the fastest because it's the energy of air, the energy of mind. And this, even though it's the Wands energy, you can see the mind lighting up and shifting to a new creative outlook, new ideas, new thoughts, a positive point of view. Affirmations, I'm hearing affirmations, something to do with that. Okay, I think that's all I've got for you. Is there anything else that's gonna come through? Oh, okay, so I just picked this up like that, and that was the top of the deck. It has 10 of Cups. Look at that. So emotional fulfillment, an excess actually of emotional fulfillment, a life lived together through emotional intelligence, grounded, positive affirmations. Like this is the affirmations that you're moving toward, the affirmative action. Interesting. You guys are going to be just fine, whatever you do. And I'm really excited for you guys. Let me know, let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section, and if there's someone on your mind who you think this might be. I'll be really interested to know how it all goes in the next 1 to 4 months and beyond that. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the reading, and then also just subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss a reading from me. I try to upload once per week. Sometimes it's a few times per week, and recently I've been sick, so I missed a full week. Sorry about that. I think that's all I have for you guys. This is it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Jai Ma, and bye for now.